Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. My name is Jamie and it's time for another gaming review. This is something that we want to do weekly, so if you want to see the gaming performance of some of your favorite smartphones, tune in every Monday. This week we're going to take a look back at the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 since it did receive a price cut here in the Philippines and it's now less than 9,000 pesos. So let's see what this big batteried smartphone can do in terms of gaming. But first, a look back at some of its key specs. Under the hood, you've got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 processor that's paired with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. The Max Pro M1 also has a 6-inch Full HD Plus IPS display, and since it is a member of the Max family, you've got a 5,000 mAh battery to make sure it has tons of juice for your gaming needs. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get to actual gameplay. As usual, we're going to be using Gamebench to measure the metrics on each of the titles that we're going to be trying out today. Let's start off with Asphalt 9. For the greater part, the game ran incredibly smooth with an average of 30 frames per second at 88% stability at default settings. We pushed it to high quality and surprisingly, you're still getting the same average FPS at about the same stability at 87%, which is pretty impressive. On to the next game. Now, if you're a fan of MOBAs, we tested out Vainglory 5v5 and it did incredibly well too. You're getting an average of 60 frames per second at 94% stability on high settings. The frame rate dips happen in big team fights, but it's nothing really too bad. Another good showing for the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. Last but not the least, PUBG Mobile. The Battle Royale ran pretty good on the Max Pro M1, nabbing an average of 25 frames per second at 91% stability. We usually run PUBG benchmarks on warm mode to really see what it can do, and we're pretty impressed about how well it performed. Of course, I'm not really great at the game, but at least my experience wasn't gimped. Now let's talk about the battery life on the phone. PC Mark's battery benchmark had it clock in at 10 hours and 46 minutes, which should give you about a day's and a half worth of juice with moderate use. If you're playing games, Gamebench says you're getting about 15% per hour in each of the games we tested out with the Zenfone Max Pro M1. One thing that we have to say though is manage your expectations when it comes to the graphics on the Zenfone Max Pro M1, even if you max it out, since higher spec smartphones will still have better looking games. But that being said, frame rates are absolutely smooth, battery life is really good, plus it's less than 9,000 pesos, which makes it a pretty good deal. So if you're in a tight budget and looking for a gaming smartphone, definitely think about the Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on the next ones. If you have any questions or any comments, leave them down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest tech news and gadget reviews, head to unbox.ph, plus follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. My name is Jamie, peace, God bless, and see you next time.